Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you've enjoyed your Friday morning, afternoon, coming into the evening now. Obviously, we've just had a big bit of news over the last 24 hours with this Harry Kane to Bayern situation. You'll be happy to know I'm not going to really talk about it because I'm no longer really interested in it. So we're going to be talking really about the future and, Tottenham Hotspur. The club is always going to be around. It's the main thing, and there's no player ever bigger than the club. So we're not really going to be talking about the Harry Kane debacle and saga. We're going to be talking about going forward what the situation potentially could be. So we're talking a little bit around a Harry Kane replacement in Dusan Vlahovic. We're talking some interest from a Italian club in Hugo Lloris. Comments from Ange on Ivan Perisic as well. So quite a bit to get into. I do want to start a little bit around, first of all, one of Ange Postecoglou's quotes from the press conference he gave this afternoon. And he said, this was on regards to being handed a, quote, shopping list of potential replacements for Harry Kane. And he said, I don't think it works that way, mate. It's not like my wife handing me a shopping list to go and get some milk and bread for the kids. So it's something that we've obviously been planning for, the departure of Harry Kane. It's something that it's nice to know there has been a sort of plan in place. We'll have to see what that plan may look like. But the plan definitely started last summer when we signed Richarlison. That's a given. Richarlison will be number 9 starting Sunday against Brentford. So that's that. He is fit, by the way. So if you're wondering, but he's not fit, it'll be Valise or it'll be a Scarlet sort of thing. No. Richarlison is fit. He will be playing Sunday. When you also look at some of his other quotes, he says, I don't think there's a like-for-like replacement for Harry. We've been planning this for a while, to be fair. It doesn't take too much investigative work to know what was going to happen. Our business up to now reflects that. There's still movement to go in the squad. That's to be expected. We're expecting an exodus. We have too large a squad at the moment, but we're still expecting 2, 3, maybe even 4 players to come in. There's still a long way to go. I mean, I don't exactly know. We are, the 11th of August. Still got 20 days to go to the end of this window. From Gary Jacob, he said the Spurs plan to sign 3 more players this month, including a centre-back and a midfielder, as Pierre-Emile Højbjerg hopes to move to Atletico Madrid. Okay, so if you're not sure, there's still lots of interest from Atletico in Pierre Højbjerg. We'll probably find out something, I'd say, after the weekend next week. I expect a lot of movement next week, really, because the season would have started. We'd have known what kind of first team bench sort of situation we're going to have. So I expect to kind of know. But let's jump in with Dusan Vlahovic. So this came in from the Gazzetta in Italy, and it says that Spurs could return for Dusan Vlahovic following the sale of Harry Kane. I think that's to be expected. I do also think a lot of these sort of stories will now come out in the next 24, 48 hours. You're going to see the likes of Dusan Vlahovic, Gift, Orban, Jonathan David, Kolo Muani potentially. I know Kolo Muani is obviously still linked to PSG quite heavily, but you're still going to see a lot of this information come out. I think we definitely need a striker in there. I like Richarlison. I think he's awesome. It gives you versatility across the front 3. I think Valise is obviously a guy for the future. If you go for a Gift Orban, definitely a guy for the future. But if we want to have a real discussion about being a team that has any real level of ambition this year of doing anything, then you need to go and get a ready-made guy to play up front. Kolo Muani could be an option there. Dusan Vlahovic could be an option there. I know a lot of people aren't too sure about a Jonathan David, but Jonathan David has started quite a bit of football, had a really good season in Ligue 1. We can't really be going into the season with Valise backing up Harry Kane, in my opinion. I think, not Harry Kane, Richarlison, we do really need someone there. Richarlison does get injured quite a bit. We do really need someone there. So one thing to note when we look at the Harry Kane situation, it was from Alistair Gold, and it said the agreement between Tottenham and Bayern for Harry Kane is worth £100 million initially and potentially could get to 120 million with add-ons. I bloody hope the add-ons are win the Bundesliga, score 2 goals. I hope it's those sort of add-ons. We should be getting 120 million. There's no way Moises Caicedo is worth more than Harry Kane. I know about age. Don't cry about it on the other end of this, all right? But you get my point. Dusan Vlahovic wasn't prolific last season in the Serie A. Good player, did very well for Fiorentina, a team that creates a lot of opportunities. In a Juventus team that is a very much we score first, we sit back and we win 1-0 kind of team, you're not going to get that kind of prolific outgoing from Dusan Vlahovic. I mean, they've been working with Morata for a long time and they were winning Serie A titles because of it. He would score more at Tottenham. I do really honestly believe that he is a prolific goal scorer when fed properly, and I do think he will be fed properly with a Maddison, a Kulusevski, a Heung-min Son. I do think Richarlison would get you a few more goals. I think when people go, I didn't score many goals last year. It's like, yeah, because he's playing right wing, which isn't exactly his number one position or number two position. It's left wing or striker. You saw what he does for Brazil. He's an absolute flat-out baller when a team can actually play football. And, well, Spurs didn't really play football for the last few years. So I think this season, you could see it in pre-season. Yes, maybe he didn't do so well against Barcelona, but you can see there's a player there that can suit this system. The same, I think, for Dusan Vlahovic. But you've also got to remember, Son gets injured, Kulusevski gets injured, Richarlison gets injured. So we can't be going into the season thinking Malo Solomon, Veliz are going to be the right options there. I mean, Brian Hill's already out injured, so we already need an attacking option. Maybe a Brennan Johnson for the right wing position. Definitely give Kulusevski got good, well-needed competition as well. You still can have Malo Solomon giving back up to Son. You could still see Richarlison or, whoever, maybe it's Vlahovic, being the number one option there and the other one being the backup with a Veliz in there as well to give you some game time. I don't know. I've got a worrying feeling that they'll treat Veliz as the number two. And that's sick. That, to me, it's really bad. It does signal, yeah, we might get Europa League, but we're not trying for the Champions League this season. Which any top team who falls out of Europe in terms of Champions League to the Europa goes out and spends. Please go have a look right now at Liverpool, putting in a £110 million bid for Moises Caicedo. Have a look at Chelsea spending a lot of money. Have a look at Man United there is years of evidence on Man United. When they drop into the Europa League, they spend lots of money to get them back into the Champions League. All these teams have spent lots and lots of money, and we're sitting there going, I tell you what, 15 million on that guy's a bit much. We probably shouldn't. We're stingy as per. But yeah, hopefully we do definitely spark up a lot of talks next week. We need to be active next week. And ideally you need to bring an attacking option in by the Man United game. That's my personal opinion, which, look, you've got over a week to do. Plenty of time. When we look at the Ivan Perisic situation, Ange Postecoglou said that, this is talking about if Perisic is in his plans, he said he's been playing well. He's been playing very well. I've followed his career for a long time. He's an absolute professional. The way he looks after himself, and he's had a really strong pre-season in games and training. So he does have a future with me and the club. If you look at Ivan Perisic's Instagram, you know the guy keeps himself in tip-top nick. Now, I'm a massive gymmer, okay, and I think I look after myself crazily well. Ivan Perisic is just different breed, right? He offers you versatility. He offers you creativity, things that this squad doesn't really have. He's a bit of a unicorn in that way. Look, would I rather him leave and us get some money out of him because I think we can reinvest it in somewhere else? Yeah, maybe. But if we're getting rid of him just for the sake of getting rid of him, he has value to give you. And what? He's got 1 year left on his deal. What's the worst that's going to happen? He goes on a free in the summer. Who cares? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was just a quick one. I'm not going to speak along on Ivan Perisic. Now, obviously, speaking about the actual captain, not Harry Kane, Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris is still the club captain. This came from Reece Hawkins, who said that Lazio is positioning himself on Hugo Lloris. The interest is mutual. Lloris should be released from Tottenham and negotiating with the Italian club. I don't think it's a release thing. I just think it'll be something that says, look, we'll let you go on free. I don't think Lloris deserves the whole, Lloris has been released from the club. Just say, look, we'll let you go on a free. Where is it you want to go? I thought we might get a couple of quid out of it, but you know what? He probably deserves it. You know, he had offers to leave through the years. Didn't. Heung-min Son had offers to leave through the years. Didn't. And if Hugo Lloris definitely has his eyes set on Lazio, and that's where he wants to go, and Lazio are saying, yep, we'll take him on, we should just go, Hugo, off you go, lads. Hope you I hope you have all the success in the world, and I hope Lazio absolutely smash it with you in goal. One point of note to have on that is that they are also talking to Handanovic, the Inter Milan goalkeeper. So we're not sure if Hugo Lloris will definitely go there, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And look, I hope he gets the move that he wants. He deserves it. He is my captain. It's not Harry Kane. He is my captain. And speaking of the captaincy, Ange Postecoglou has apparently already said to himself and maybe the coaching team, he knows who the captain is. And on Sunday, we will find out who that captain is. If I'm going to take a punt on it and who I think it will be, Son, Bissouma or Maddison. I know Maddison, but it will be one of those three. I really do. Son longevity, Bissouma's become one of the club favourites, and well, Maddison has come in and sort of done that as well. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me in the comment section below about who you want to become the striker option. Maybe it is for you, Richarlison. Maybe it is Vlahovic, Jonathan David. Do you know what's maybe someone that I don't know about? You let me know who you think it should be. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Definitely on the road to 1,000. Okay, that's always exciting. And hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.